I remember my first time coming to the school. My whole family was in the campus center and we happened to run into Dr. Walls. And I just remember thinking, here's the president, he's probably got a super packed schedule, and he made the time to talk with our family and really welcome us and explain his favorite restaurants in the area. So I've always felt like that very personal aspect under Dr. Walls' presidency here.
I would describe Dr. Walls as a servant leader, and that's a term that's often used, but not so often exemplified. And so he's somebody who doesn't need to suck all the oxygen out of the air, doesn't need to take credit for everything that's being done.
And that is something that's very special about a leader when they are truly dedicated to the mission, vision, values, but then also open their door and can be personable to those who are at the institution.
He came with a vision to create living, learning communities. I will admit that some of us on the Regents wondered exactly what is this thing that he was describing, but we've come to really appreciate what he had envisioned at that time. College is a place where young people come not only to learn, but to grow into adults and fully functional human beings. And that requires being in community with one another. And so the way in which this campus has been transformed has really created spaces where people can not only learn together, but live together and grow together.
Which I think is super beneficial. Whether working out at the Kern Center or studying at Dirks Hall, I always have felt really lucky to be able to study in such a cool environment. So the new facilities really create a great opportunity for students to grow and learn and live, and a really strong aspect of any education, and something that MSOE does a really good job of.
Our students know that they can become engaged and do many fun things at the institution for their personal growth, health, and well-being.
I feel like I'm constantly surprised and impressed by the different solutions that MSOE is striving for, different things that they incorporate in their courses, technology that they have available to their students. And I think that that's a really strong aspect of our school as a whole, and something that Dr. Walls has done a great job of integrating.
Look at the demographics of the students walking our campus today. They're all equally as qualified as students were a decade ago, but they much more broadly represent not only the community in which we live, but the country in which we live and work. And so I would credit Dr. Walls' vision.
That's been something that I've really appreciated about Dr. Walls' leadership. Belonging is really at the forefront of when we think about our actions and activities across campus. And so that stands out as something that's been, I would say, very thoughtful, very helpful, and I think just for our students and our faculty and staff to know that he's committed to making sure that all people belong at the university. When I talk to students, they know who Dr. Walls is, and they appreciate many of the positive changes and growth at the university that's taken place during his time of presidency.
I'd like to thank Dr. Walls for his dedication and hard work and the immeasurable results that he's had here at MSOE. I feel really lucky to have a president that makes an effort to really drive our school towards innovation and advancement. I think I speak for the entire MSOE community when I wish him the best